Hey, what's up, fam? It's PT here with another mentoring moment, Valentine's edition. Over the past week or so, my wife and I had the privilege of teaching at a marriage one day. And one of the things that we found is that there are these powerful couples throughout the Bible who teach great marriage principles to help marriages, whether it's like you're in the dumps or whether you're on the cloud and you just want to get better. And my wife came up with this concept, and she brought up one couple that really stuck out to us, and it was Abraham and Sarah. Abraham and Sarah had this ability to share their faith journey together. If you're not familiar with the story, Abraham and Sarah had a promise from God that they would have a son. Sarah could not have a son all the years of her life until she had gotten older in age, and then God made the promise. And as he made the promise, they were both believing for God's promise to come to pass. But it would take over 2 decades for that promise to take place. And I can imagine during the time that all of that was going on, that there was frustration, there was aggravation, and probably tension, even bad decisions that took place in this. But the one thing you don't see is they never turned on each other. They stayed together. They stayed connected. They shared the journey together. And one thing my wife and I found out that is a key part of sharing your faith journey is prayer. About a year or so ago, we came together and we decided that we would pray together every single night. Now, we've been married for 20 years, but it took us 19 years to figure this piece out. And my wife found this stat that I think is staggering. The divorce rate in the United States in 2024 was around 41%. She found a stat that said couples who pray together regularly have a less than 1% chance of ending up in divorce. I need you to hear what I just said. Couples that pray together regularly have a less than 1% chance of ending up in divorce. And this is what we found in our journey together in prayer, is that families couples that pray together, they are closer. They have more intimacy. And it's harder for them to go to bed angry. I remember one night, and she made me mad. She don't make me mad often. And she looked over at me and she was like, "I love you." And I'm like, "I don't want to say I love you right now," because I was in my feelings, and I was. And then we prayed together before we went to bed. And I turned over and I said, "I love you." And I meant it, because God had done the work in my heart through prayer. What we found is that praying together, and we pray together every single night. Even when one of us is out of town, we FaceTime each other and we pray together, because that's how much we believe. And we have seen God do some crazy stuff in our marriage and prayer. But the one thing that we've seen the most is our hearts are knit together. And because we have a rhythm of praying together, when crisis come, we already are comfortable praying together. So for my married people out there today, in this Valentine's month, maybe you're struggling or maybe you're flying high. But if you add the prayer together on a regular basis, you would see God do something ridiculous and amazing in your marriage and in your life. All right, fam. God bless you all.